How does movement participation affect people's lives? This has been studied by scholars of social movements under what they usually call the biographical consequences of social movements, or biographical consequences of participation in social movements. These are defined as those effects of participation in social movements that have an effect on those who are involved in these movement activities. It's not an easy aspect to study because there's so many factors when you study human action that you must take into account, that you never know which one has produced the observed effect. And also, actually, biographical impacts are usually studied in the long run, so it's a long period that has gone from the action to the observed effect. However, scholars of social movements have been studying specifically in the United States New Left activism. There is a number of studies that have been done in this respect, and actually these studies point quite consistently to a strong and durable impact on both the political and the personal life of those who were involved in those movements in the late 60s and early 70s. For example, people that have been involved in those movements were more likely to keep their commitment over time, even after 20 or 30 years, so as compared to those who were not involved. And also, students of social movements have found that this involvement has an impact on the personal life on many different aspects. However, these studies have one main problem, which is that they have been focusing on a particular kind of participant or activist in a particular period and in a particular geographical area or country. One may therefore ask whether we find the same effect when we look at other kinds of activists, I mean less committed activists, and also in other countries and in other periods, like today, for example. I've been myself involved in a study where, together with Maria Grasso from the University of Sheffield, we've tried to study this, as others have done in the past as well. What are the biographical effects of more routine forms of participation? And we found similar effects, although it's a little bit low to say that it is a final or strong impact. It's just a tentative finding, but I think that there is something that goes in the same direction. Another kind of biographical impact that have been studied less often, but which is very important, is what students of social movements call the aggregate level effects of participation in social movement. This means that we are looking not only at the impact on one personal life, but how this can spill over on broader social and cultural change. And this, of course, it's very interesting from the point of view of how we can look at how movements can impact social change. There are not so many research in this respect, and then it's an open field, I would say, but there is something that points as well to this kind of impact. In the end, I think the implication for all this research on the biographical impacts for those who engage in social movements and also those who organize, movement organizers, are very important. One of the main points of importance lie in the fact that if one knows that his own or her own involvement has an impact on their involvement, it's easy to get motivated. And also from the point of view of movement organizers, it's easy to recruit people when they know, when you can give them the message that it's important that they participate, not only because they may or they may not produce concrete, substantial policy or political impacts, but that this can also change not only their personal life, but also social and cultural change in general.